Welcome to math. So we know how to calculate the volume of rectangular prisms. We also know how to calculate the volume of cubes. And now we're going to be looking at some other shapes, some other 3D figures. So take a few minutes to really read over this section. It's on page 266. And then we can move on to the odd numbers together. All right? Cool. So honestly, it's pretty simple. The formula for volume is just base times height. Base depends on each shape. For rectangle, of course, it's length times width. In cube, it was side squared, or again, length times width. So in order to know this, you need to know the formulas to calculate the area of different shapes, which we went over last week. All right, so for example, find the volume of the triangular prism. To find this, we need to know the area. We need to know the formula to find the area of a triangle. So remember, the area is base times height divided by 2, or half times base times height. Yields the same answer. So essentially what we're going to be doing is all of this times height to find the volume. So let me give you an example. The base is a triangle. So 4 times 3 divided by 2. That's the formula, right? That gives us 12 divided by 2, which is 6. 6 centimeters squared is the area. That's the base, okay? So we're going to do 6 times the height. The height is 10 centimeters. It's just lying flat, okay? So that gives us 60 centimeters cubed, and that is our answer. Okay, let's look at another example for number 3. Let's find the base, okay? So we're going to do base times height. So the base is 4 centimeters. The height is 2 centimeters of the triangle, okay? Divided by 2, so that equals 8 divided by 2 is 4 centimeters is the base, or the area. Now we're going to do base times height. So we're going to do 4 centimeters times the height of the whole thing, which is 7 centimeters. And that gives us 28 centimeters cubed. Hope that makes sense. Now let's look at a cylinder. Same thing, except this time we're going to find the area of a circle, right? Because we have a circle base, not a triangle base. So as a review, the area of a circle, it tells us here, is pi times radius squared. So everything we learned just comes back, right? So let's do that. So remember, volume is still base times height. Base is the area, okay? Basically. All right, so let's calculate the area first. The area is 3.14 times, what's the radius here? 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters squared. So that gives us 3.14 times 25, which equals 78.5 centimeters squared. That's the area. We're going to multiply this with the base. The height, sorry. The height is how tall the cylinder is, 6 centimeters. And that gives us the answer of 471 centimeters cubed. Exactly. Number 7. Count the squares to find the area of the base. Find the volume of the prism that could be built using centimeter cubes for the given height. So for this, all you gotta do is count to find the area because it's square units. So the area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So volume is base times height. Area is basically the base. So we're going to do 5 times height, which is 2. And that gives us a nice number of 10 centimeters cubed. Number 9, same thing, just going to do area times height, right? Area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Height, 4 centimeters. That gives us 40 centimeters cubed. So you just gotta count the number of squares and multiply it by the height. Find the volume of a figure with the given dimension. Same thing, they're just not giving us the pictures. Okay. Number 11, rectangular prism. volume equals base times height. So base here is 8 feet. The height is 5 feet. 8 times 5 is 40 feet cubed. 13. Triangular prism. Alright, cool. So the base is 5 inches. Why don't we draw a picture here? I understand that's a very bad picture, but you know how I am with drawing. So the height of the prism, meaning the whole thing, is 4 inches. The height of the triangle is 2 inches, and the base of the triangle, this thing right here, is 5 inches. Okay, so to find the area, we simply gotta do base times height divided by 2. So 5 times 2 divided by 2. So that's 10 divided by 2, which is 5 inches. That's the base. Okay, so we're going to do 5 times 4. And that gives us 20 inches cubed. 15. Square prism. Base equals 16 centimeters times 4 centimeters for the height. And that gives us 64 centimeters cubed. Beautiful. 17. Cylinder. Great. So remember, area of a circle is this. Okay, and you're going to do this times height. All right, 17 says the base is, oh, it already tells us. Oh, lovely. So all you got to do is 78.5 times 4. We don't, because they already calculated the area of the circle for us. That's nice of them, isn't it? Saving us some time. All right, that's it. Find the unknown measurement of the rectangular prism. So practice from what we did yesterday. Right, just filling in the numbers. The volume is 162 meters. The length is unknown, the width is 4 meters, and the height is 4.5 meters. So 162 equals L times 4 times 4.5, 18. So just divide both sides by 18. Okay, so 162 divided by 18 is 9 meters is the length. That's an ugly circle. 21. Samuel built a birdhouse in the shape of a triangular prism. Use the given dimensions to find the volume of the birdhouse. Great. So, base volume is base times height. The base is basically going to be okay, so remember this is of the triangle. So the base of the triangle is 6 inches, the height of the triangle is 7 inches. 6 times 7, 42. Divided by 2 is 21 inches squared. We're going to multiply this by the height of the prism, which is 8 inches. 21 times 8 equals 168 inches cubed. 23. Rebecca filled a cylindrical planter with potting soil. Her planter is 1 foot tall and has a diameter of 2 feet. How much potting soil did it take to fill her planter? Remember, radius equals half the diameter. Great. Okay, cool. So, area of a circle, 3.14 times radius squared. They gave us a diameter, which is 2 feet. But the radius is half of a diameter, so 2 divided by 1 is 1, so the radius is just 1, right? And 1 squared is 1 anyway, and 3.14 times 1 is, of course, 3.14, so the area is just 3.14 this time. Okay, and then we're going to multiply that by the height, which is 1 foot. So we just do 3.14 times 1 foot, which is 3.14, and our answer is just 3.14 cubed. That was kind of like an inception problem. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to skip 25 and J. Have a great day.